All right, good evening. And Jenny from Inner Balance. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into the new moon intentions workshop. I wanted to explain a little bit about this new moon, what it means, and so you can get, a little understanding behind what the lunar energy is doing right now and how it can help you and how you can work with it. So, right now, this new moon is in Aquarius, and the it happened like at 3:55 Eastern time today. And what all that means with Aquarius is that it's a sign of like visionary and humanitarian acts. That's what Aquarius is all about. And we are jumping right into Aquarius season. Now, I'm reading this because I don't know anything about this, but I did want to explain what's going on behind it. So, um, I like to follow some astrologers, and there's ones that I really resonate with, and so that's what I'm going with tonight. Um, but the energy of this new moon is ultimately going to be invigorating, and I'm really excited about that because we started off the new year. Well, we ended 2022 and then into 2023 in retrograde, and it really pulled up everything that you're going through and that you haven't dealt with, and everything that can slap you in the face or come up very subtly, or however it happens for you. I'm glad that that part is over, and so we can kind of step into this new phase of like a breath of fresh air. um, it says that not only is Aquarius free spirited and collective minded, but the sun and moon here are also forming like a motivation. And so what this does is it like pumps us up. It allows us to really step into whatever it is that we want to do, and to feel good about it, and to like feel supported, and like that free spirit that you would be. But Aquarius is also about um the collective, and the just how everybody can come together and work together, on humanitarian issues, or maybe you just want to start a group, or maybe you want to join a group, but just being part of some type of collective energy, because that is really going to enhance whatever it is that you're working toward. It's going to enhance your own energy, your own like key energy. Some people call it chi. The um, Japanese talk about the key energy, like the life force energy. But the lunar energy works in tandem with your energy, your aura, your chi or ki or prana, whatever you want to call it. But it's working with you, and it's in your favor right now. So tonight is a great night to set intentions. And over the next couple of days, setting those intentions is going to be a really, really great time to do that. So it says that it is also in a place of love and beauty. So bringing that type of energy into the end of this month, going into February, of course, which is the month of love, but really bringing that in and allowing you to, or encouraging you to go for whatever it is that you want to do. And even if you don't know what that is, then taking those small actionable steps, whatever you can do to better yourself each day, really doing that. And you're being supported by the universe right now to do so. Now, working with this energy, like I said before, it is about more about big picture thinking, getting clear on what serves you, and more of the collective, like social justice, or volunteering, humanitarian issues. If you're passionate about something and you want to make a change somewhere, then this is the time to start planting that seed and really taking action to do just that. So, of course, seeking intellectual stimulation. So, that is not the news. Do not ever try to seek any type of stimulation from the news, whether it is broadcast news or TV news. It's no good. It is no good for you. It does lower your vibrations. So, you can do whatever you want. I'm not your mama. But if you are going to work on yourself and you really want to keep your energetic frequencies higher, in a more enlightening state, then stay away from the news. But you can read books and you can listen to podcasts and you can find things that are more for like self development and um, self improvement, in certain aspects. So just working on those types of things and inviting that into your existence right now. So that is all. That is all that I know about the moon. This is the worm moon also. Um, so, um, yeah, very, very interesting. The worm moon. I didn't pull up anything on that. You're welcome to research what the worm moon means. The way that I feel is it reminds me of like an earthworm, that is very grounded, but like coming out of, it's well, here it's a little warmer. I don't know, where everybody else is, but here it's warm and it's kind of like, you know, I know it's still winter, but it feels like it's becoming spring and there's been a lot of rain. And so, these worms come out and they're ready to kind of, start their journey. It's time to start your journey. So that is just my interpretation of the worm and what the worm moon represents, but you can research and do all that on your own time. For now, what I'd like to do is just a grounding meditation because I like to make sure that we are centered and that we are connected to our own energy, that we're releasing anything that is stagnant or that's not serving us right now, so that we can be in the moment, be present, and gain clarity or connect to our higher self so that we can set the best intentions that we can for ourselves. So I plan on doing an oracle spread with some questions afterwards, allowing you some time to really start to set the intentions. And then, of course, after this, you can always continue, to finish. You don't have to try to be done by the end of this video. So take your time. There is no rush. These are your intentions. This is your journey. I'm just here to provide a little bit of guidance and um, just help you open up and bring in some more of that good vibrational energy. So if you want to, just take a moment to take a couple of deep breaths. If you want to go ahead and close your eyes, make sure that you're sitting in a comfortable position. You can lay if you want to, but don't want you to get too comfortable and fall asleep so that you still are ready to do your intentions. So sitting on the ground or in a chair is great. I would just go ahead and take a couple of good deep breaths. If you want to just visualize that you're really breathing in and out through your heart chakra, if you can visualize that, great. If you can just sense or imagine that you're doing that, it works just as well. Just inviting that energy in through the heart chakra. And I just want to call in the purest, most crystalline white light of protection over this class tonight, spreading it out to everyone that is joining now, in the future, just providing this safe space of love and support. inviting in our spirit guides, angels, loved ones that have passed, ancestors, any type of light energy that can help to provide us support, sharing messages with us along this journey. Just giving gratitude for the space so that we can collectively raise our energetic vibrations and live in the abundant flow of joy and peace. And if you want to take a moment to just visualize that from your feet, or if you're sitting, it can even be from under you, that your energetic roots come out. They can push down through the chair. If you're sitting on a bed, maybe you're sitting on the floor, just let your roots dig down through the foundation, down into the earth, digging deeper, far and wide, letting them stretch and expand as far as they want to go. And when you're ready, you can visualize or imagine these roots opening up like tubes and drawing this grounding center energy back up through the roots, pulling it back all the way up. Maybe yours moves slow, maybe it moves really fast. Just allow it to move back up into your feet. Maybe you can feel your feet tingling. Maybe you feel the warmth. And just allow the energy to move on up through your calf muscles into your knees and thighs. Moving on up through your stomach, into your chest, meeting at the heart chakra. And when you feel that that energy is there, just place your hand over your heart. Take a good deep breath in through your nose, holding it for 3 seconds, and out of your mouth slowly, releasing all of your breath. Just bringing back with you those feelings of inner calm and peace. And when you're ready, you can just start to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly opening your eyes. It's always good after a grounding meditation to shake off any excess energy. You can brush it off. Brushing it off is really good. Just make sure you brush it away from you, not toward you, not toward anybody else. You can flick it off Just brush it off of you. Some people like to pop it out. I do all of the above. Just shake it all off. All right, so now we can go right into the Oracle spread and start setting some intentions of whatever you want this next cycle of your life to look like, what you want to invite in. So this is a 6-card pull. That I am using, just in case you want to know, it's the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. One of my favorite. I use this deck all the time. I just love the messages with it. This is a reversed deck, meaning that if the cards, when I flip them over, if they're upside down, they have a different meaning. And so I use that with these cards. Some people do, some people don't. Some people read the entire message, but I feel like there is a purpose and special meaning when the cards are flipped that way. So all right. So if you've done this with me before, you can write whatever you want to be writing about, but I do like to throw some questions out there and pull a card to help give that extra guidance, to help enhance whatever it is that you're already thinking, or maybe it gives you an idea of what it is that you want to set intentions for. So it's not necessary to make your answers flow with the card. Sometimes it already does, but just be open to whatever messages come from the question and the card that's pulled. So let me take one more drink. I'm really thirsty. Drink a lot of water today. I guess that's a good thing. That was one of my intentions, was drinking more water. So anyway, so the first question is something really important to focus on, and that is, what have I released? What have I released? And this can be this year, since the full moon, it's a couple of weeks, however far back you want to go. What have you released? And the card that is pulled with this particular question is the Beloved. And it's number 5, which is change. So I love that. So the essence of this card says the Beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the Beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. And this card was upright, so it's the invitation. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the Beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. I always find it interesting how these cards do go along with exactly what we're talking about, and where we are right now with Aquarius and the collective. It's, of course, we do have love within ourselves, but this is also referring to love within another. And it doesn't have to be just a relationship, like it said. It can be, a friend, a child, just a partner, whatever. Partners and, like, business partner, or partner, whatever. Just it's all about inviting love onto your growth journey. The next question is, where am I now? In this moment, where am I now? The card that we got for that one is the spiral. And it says, from galaxies in the sky to shells at the beach, the spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shape is in the form of a coiled serpent that has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves into the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. This card is also inviting us to renew yourself. You must shed your old skin. You've already done this, so do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the new soft skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time and let nature take its course. Know that the new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides your journey of renewal. Again, how perfect. If you're not where you want to be right now, what a beautiful invitation to invite you into this new skin of transformation and renewal. And I'll always tell you to find your own way and find your own path, and you never have to do the way, like the exact way that somebody tells you to do something. So even with these questions, if you need to tweak these questions to fit where you are right now, do that. Number 3 asks, what is emerging within me? What is emerging within me? If you want to change that to, what do you want? What would you like to emerge from within you? But I feel like we are in a state of transformation. So there's something there that's emerging. You may have to dig deep, but there's something there. So how fitting is it that we get the soul retrieval? Talk about digging deep. You can't make this up. Oh, the soul retrieval. The essence of this card tells us that the soul retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost long ago. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learned a journey to recover our original nature, the self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, to the trees, and to God. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. The invitation says you are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. I really can't make up how incredible that our spirit team supports us in such a way. And just these confirmations of how we really are connected to all that is. This is talking about the journey going for it right now, which is right where we are in the planetary, state of being, and where we are within ourselves and where we are within this year. If you follow numerology, and this is all about the 7 year and going within. And so you can't go much further than the soul retrieval. So just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And the fourth question, what do I wish to grow? What do I wish to grow? So this card was reversed, but I'm going to show you upright just so that you can see it. This is the sacrifice. It was reversed, so I'm going to read what that means. Also, fours mean that you are supported by the universe and you're supported by your spirit team and you're on the right track. You're being supported in that. So if you're here, you're right where you're supposed to be. Wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. That's the sacrifice. The essence of this card tells us to sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs, to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, the Lord of the Dawn came to teach that spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The medicine asks, what is the one person or thing that you feel you cannot live without? It is time to offer it all to spirit so that it may unfold as it will. Do not cling to the old form or allow your sacrifice to weigh heavily upon you. You have sacrificed yourself and your dreams for far too long. Now is the time to rededicate yourself to your journey. When you make sacred, you open the doors to infinite wealth and abundance. Do not delay. So, what do you wish to grow? The next question asks us, how can I bring my goals and intentions to fruition? How can I bring my goals and intentions into fruition? How can you make things happen? Card we get for this question is the Sweat Lodge. So the essence of this card tells us the Sweat Lodge represents the womb of the Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed into a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red hot stones to sweat away any old habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. So the invitation of this card says that this is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges, and without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of the life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. And the last question, what additional resources are available to me as I manifest my goals? What additional resources are available to me as I manifest my goals? This card was also reversed, but I'll show you the upright way so you can see it. And it is the mystical shaman. The question is, what additional resources are available to me as I manifest my goals? The essence of this card tells us that this is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. So we did get the medicine of this card. And it reminds us to be careful what we pray for. The mystical shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved. However, in seeing your dream coming into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you've been telling yourself a certain story for so long. The story that only when you reach this particular goal, you will be happy, that you will arrive, that you didn't notice you're no longer the person who wanted those outcomes. You may have moved beyond those stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story that is more in alignment with who you have become. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of this life. Let it go. Let it just be a story and move on. Better tales are waiting to be told. I love that we're ending on this medicine card because it's a great reminder to really take focus about what you truly want to manifest. Make sure that it's not because of envy or judgments against yourself. Make sure it's truly in alignment with your purpose, your reason for being. Sometimes we forget that and we think that, more material things are going to make us happy, or friends, or, we always want to look outward for that happiness. And while there are things out there for enhancement, we can't rely on those things to bring the true joy that we are able to find within. So when you are looking for additional, ways to manifest your goals and your intentions, just make sure that they're true to you. Make sure that you are inviting in that pure, true, heartfelt essence with you. So I hope that this was helpful tonight with your setting of intentions. I do want to close this with just a small and another prayer of protection as we leave the circle and go on out and spread our own energy. And so if you want to, just you can close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in and out. I just want to show gratitude for all of the amazing energy that was shared in this session. Grateful for the guidance, for the support, for the encouragement and motivation. I just want to invite the pure white crystalline light of protection to continue to envelop us as we continue on our journeys. as we leave this circle of collective consciousness. We ask it to be, and so it shall. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready. Really hope that you've enjoyed the session tonight, the new moon session. Continue to work on your intentions. If you are part of the membership, then you will have access to all of these questions. I'll put them into the hub, into the Inner Balance Hub. If you have not joined the membership, you are welcome to do so. Right now, I am allowing a 2-week free membership so that you can, or the trial period, so that you can try it out and see if you enjoy and can get something out of the membership. It costs about the same as one class, but you will typically get at least 4 classes a month, plus tips and techniques and special pop-up classes and just little fun things, throughout the month. So I invite you to join that community. Also to join the Inner Circle community, which is a forum that's on the Inner Balance website. That is free as well. We do have some sections that are part of the membership members only, some things that we'll be discussing in there that you get to talk about if you're a part of the membership, but it is open. The general forum is open to everybody. So I encourage you, if you want to surround yourself with like-minded people, and it's just a safe space to talk and to grow and ask questions, and if you're led to share and spread positivity, and it's just a space to do that. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody for joining. Much love and light to everyone, and I hope that you have a great evening and a great rest of your weekend.